evening, welcome, it's me, Abril, LaTrene, and welcome back for another installment of my magical journey of mac and cheese. This episode we are going to go and unpack what Australia has to offer in our amazing supermarkets by trying the homemade Australian version of mac and cheese from a packet. It sounds exciting, doesn't it? Stick around for more exciting details. So without further ado, let's get it out here. Oh. And here they are, just like magic. As you can see here, we have a broad options of craft. We know how, so it's going to be interesting to actually compare the American version with the Australian version of craft, if that exists. So what we've got here, we've got the first three up the front, which is the mac and cheese smoky bacon to begin with. We then have the Kraft mac and cheese 3 cheese. We then have here the mac and cheese and chives. Then up the rear, we do have the mac and cheese. What is this? This is just the original. So it should be interesting to see how this goes, the original. We then have the mac and cheese Easy Mac Classic Cheese. It's going to be interesting to see what the difference is between these two, the original and the classic, but I can't wait to taste it. We're going to get in that oven, we're going to mix up and stir that pot, which you know I like to do. We then have here the Kraft Mac and Cheese Deluxe. Absolutely delicious. Well, I hope so anyway. We're going to find out. We then have, I'm a bit nervous about this, Well Good Cheese and Mac and Cheese Smoky Bacon flavour. This one does have a vegan option. We haven't got vegan milk, unfortunately, but we'll do our best. We then have, from the same company, Well Good Cheesy Mac Traditional Cheddar flavour. That sounds interesting. And then up the front, we have our Easy Mac in a bucket. You know, had to try this because I'm pretty sure this is a microwave situation with a little bit of hot and water. So as I said, and last time, what we're going to do, we are going to rate these from top to bottom. I'm a top for those of you playing at home, but let's get into the kitchen and let's test these out. And we're back. We've had our cast and crew slaving hourly and tirelessly. Hourly, is that a word? Over the stove for us to be able to now taste these delicious treats. A couple of things to note. Some of them were cooked over the stove, some were cooked over the microwave, but I'll tell you about them as we go through them. But let's dig in. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start off with the beautiful Well and Good Cheesy Mac Smoky Bacon flavour. Let's have a look. Grab the floor. Whoop. Oh, looks delicious. It looks tasty. Okay, oh, it's very smoky. Let's have a look. Okay. So this is one of the ones that were cooked in the microwave, okay? So, Look. It's delicious, it's tasty, however the pasta itself is just a little bit too al dente. You know, I do like it al dente, but it's delicious, it's flavoursome. This is really good actually, and this is Well Good Cheesy Mac. It does have a vegan option, so you can actually make it with vegan milk or vegetarian options, so delicious. Let's put that down. Cleanse the palate as we like to do. We learned the bad way and we don't do that last time, didn't we? Okay, let's just go through them. Okay, we've got Well Good Cheesy Mac Traditional Cheddar. So when this was being made, I do have it in good authority. It did smell like cat's vomit, but let's just see whether it tastes like that as well. You know, I put some questionable things in my mouth, so not one to judge. Okay, let's have a look. So again, this is another microwave one. It looks very well coated. Love the pasta, good size, like the size. Oh wow. Look, pasta's delicious. The sauce is delicious. Pasta just needs a little bit more time, but that's just the microwave cooking. But you know what? I was scared about these because if you watch my other video, I talk about Annie's. Annie's was absolutely atrocious, and I did put this, but this is actually really delicious. I really quite like that. It's flavoursome, tasty, delicious. As I said, I put some questionable things in my mouth, and I'm happily put that one back in there. So actually, I'm back. Say don't spray it, Abril. Also, just actually important to note, this is allergen free, but it's not fun free. That's a fun little tidbit for you. Okay, let's cleanse the palate. So now we're going to move into with our craft mac and cheese options. Cleansing. Get them out, okay. So, let's go into our range. So what we'll do is we'll start with these ones here. We'll get to the deluxe at the end. But again, important, which is different to our US counterparts, all of these, except the mac and cheese deluxe, actually have a powder sauce. You've got to put your milk and your butter in to make them, okay? Where this one does come with a pre-made sauce, okay? So, had to get a bit tricky in the kitchery. Okay, so this one here is our cheesy mac smoky bacon. There we go. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, reach over. So all these pastas were cooked identically. They should taste it, so let's have a look. Don't really smell the smoky bacon in this one. I really don't smell the smoky bacon in this one. But it's delicious. Pasta's cooked great, but hey, I made it. Okay. Delicious. It doesn't taste as chemically. So the craft that we did have from the US tasted quite chemically. Not this one. Let's come up. Oh, dropped a fork. Let's get our next one, which is just the cheese and chives. This is one's. Oh, I forgot to cleanse the palate, but I'll get there. So let's pick it up. Oh. Okay. Let's have the cheese and chive flavoured one now. Let's have a look. Oh. Squishy. Look, it tastes like cheese and chive. It's light in flavour, not too intense. It's delicious. I also remember I am rating this. Look at me talking my apple. I'm going to rate these from tops to bottoms. I'll have to go back and okay. Leave that one there so I don't drop it. Our next one is a mac and cheese, 3 cheese. Mac and cheese, 3 cheese. Let's have a look. Okay. Very glossy. Oh, and before we go, cleanse the palate. Okay. Let's have a look. The 3 cheese is a bit how's your father. Doesn't taste very delicious, doesn't taste very nice, doesn't have a lot of flavour in it, to be perfectly frank. I expected more from these 3 cheese. Baby cheeses. There's no baby cheeses there, it's just ridiculous. Not very tasty at all. Okay, now we're going to go into our original and our classic. Cleanse the palate one more time. Okay. Go in a little fork out, Okay. So these ones are all cooked in a pot. These are all cooked in a pot. Okay, let's go. Let's grab this one, which is the original. Okay. Oh, glossy, delicious. To be perfectly frank with you, the 3 cheese mac and cheese and the original could be one and the same. I'm not too sure. They do taste very, very similar. Are we being duped? Oh no. Get to the supermarkets. You test it out. Let me know in the comments below. No. Delicious. Tastes like mac and cheese. Don't get me wrong. But no. I mean, bit floury, bit bland. Cleanse the palate. Let's get into our next one. I've been called bland, I've been called lots of things. Okay, let's get into it. So this one here is the deluxe. It's that deluxe that it comes in a can. Well, the sauce does anyway. You don't need to mix it, you just need to pour it in and heat it up. I'm quite excited for this one. Oh, I don't want that fork. Let's have a look. Oh. Let's have a look. Deluxe. Tasty, delicious. Okay. Oh, it's giving me goosebumps for people. Oh. So it is a different macaroni. It's got a bend in it, so it's more macaroni if you ask me. I don't want to talk about it, but the old Velveeta, it does have a bit of a Velveeta flavour to it, but it's not as chemically. Very buttery, very delicious, very cheesy. But, you know what, so far, out of all the ones that I've eaten, all of these ones here, they're just nice flavours and they don't pack a punch like the US ones do, okay? So, there's no comparison, look, you never know. But there's no comparison. We're now into the home stretch. We only have 2 more to go, I believe. These both are called, these are both microwave. This one here was made in this cup with water. And this one here was with water as well, but made in a little container. Cleanse the palate. Okay. Let's start with this packet one. This is the Easy Mac 3 to 4 minutes classic cheese. This is what you do when you have your little work lunches, okay? You take this to work and you think, well, I'll be the judge of that. I mean, this is 1 portion, so as you can see, compared to the rest of them, it's a bit anemic. It's a bit how's your father, a bit cholesterol blockade in the early 90s or the early 2000s. Let's have a look. That's an interesting noise, isn't it? Little faster than the other ones, little faster. Look, it's basically water. It's water with pasta. It's so disappointing. What I was worried about when I did taste my American ones, that some of them taste a bit chemically. I was worried about these craft just being, the American ones, but no, they're literally just watery, pissing little. I'm not interested, but I'm going to try a last one. Wouldn't it be mortifying? Wouldn't it be mortifying if this one that's made in a little packet in the microwave with a bit of water is the most delicious? But let's have a look. I'm going to cleanse my palate one last time, and then I'm going to rate these from top to bottom. Okay. And here we go. Here we go. Give it a little mix. I mean, it looks like the cat's vomit, to be perfectly frank. Ooh. That's the noise, isn't it? But what I will say actually, because these were cooked in the microwaves, they are much better cooked than this pasta here, okay? So maybe a little bit more cooking time required for these ones, but let's have a look. I mean, it coats your fork, doesn't it? Half a little bit overdone, okay, a little bit overdone compared to these ones. Well coated, a bit gluggy in the sauce. But I hate to say it, but it's definitely miles apart from its little counterpart, which is this one here. Okay, I'm not sure why. What I'm going to do, it'll take a little moment, I'm going to cleanse my palate, and when we come back, I'm going to rate these from top to bottom. We'll see you soon. Oh, it's everyone's favourite time. It's time to rank them at bottom to top. Are we ready? Okay, so bringing up the rear, much to lots of people's disgust, we do have the Easy Mac. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised because it's cooked in 3 to 4 minutes in a microwave with water. So clearly, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. But this was number 9 in my list. This is definitely the bottom. Okay, our next one, bringing in place number 8 is the mac and cheese 3 cheese. This tastes a little bit stodgy, a little bit nothing. And you know what? I'm not here for it, and neither should you be. Actually, on that note, I'm just gonna throw them away. Remember, this is just my personal opinion. You may have different preferences. There is no hate to any of these brands, any of these companies. Go taste it yourself. I do encourage you, and if you do, let me know down below. Our next one coming in at number 7 is the mac and cheese original. It didn't taste much different than our good friend the 3 cheese, but it was a little bit more flavoursome. So number 7, sorry Kraft. You know what? Look, it's a very sad day here for Kraft. I thought that'd be better than this. And you know what? The American counterpart is a little bit better. There, that can go. Number 6, we do have the smoky bacon flavour. It's in number 6 because you know what? I couldn't taste the bacon. It did have a sweet little flavour, a little tinge of sweetness to it. But Maybe that was the honey glaze feeling. It was, you know, not too bad, but definitely number 6 out of 9. We are going to get back to our top 3, but we're going to make that a bit more glamorous for you. Okay, and then, much to my surprise and much to your surprise, bring in number 5 in the middle of the pack. Oh, it's still warm. The bottom is still warm. I do like a good warm bottom. Is the mac and cheese in a little cup. Get on it if this is what you want. If you love mac and cheese, if you love lunch, if you want ease, you want convenience, get this in your gut. I'm not going to throw it. I'm going to pop it down a little bit down here. That was, hopefully that. Otherwise, it's going to be an awkward step down in a second. And then at number 4, we have Kraft mac and cheese and chives. Kraft mac and cheese and chives. This was a close with the microwave version of Kraft, but number 4 is the Kraft mac and cheese. This was delicious. Again, very, very, very subtle in flavour, but I could get the flavour profile. It was delicious. The pasta was nice, so definitely get into this mac and cheese and chives. But I'm here for it. You're here for it. Are you ready to see our top 3? I cannot wait. Without further ado, a drum roll, please. And here they are, just like magic. Oh, that's not copyrighted, we'll see. And number 3 is the mac and cheese deluxe. This was the closest to my American counterparts. It had the cheese pre-made already for you in a tin. It was so glamorous. You had to get a can opener. There's nothing like making mac and cheese with a can opener, but it was delicious, it was tasty, it was glossy, it was flavoursome, it was buttery, and there's some amazing recipes on the back as well. But number 3, we do have the mac and cheese deluxe from Kraft. And in number 2, and as I did say, I was very surprised because if those who watched the other video, Annie's were like, woo! And just at face value, because it's basic packaging, it's basic, it just looks a little bit basic, a little bit like me on a Saturday leaving the peel. It's a little bit basic. I did have low thoughts for it and low hopes for it, but it did come through and it did come and, surprise me. Like a little, you know what I'm thinking. Okay, so the Well Good Cheesy Mac in at number 2. The Well Cheese Cheesy Mac. It was delicious. It had lots of flavour. As I said, the pasta, so the cooking recipe does say to cook for, on 8 minutes, I think in total. Needs a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. But it was so flavoursome, the cheesy mac. And then, drum roll please. In number 1 place, we have a Well Good Cheesy Mac, smoky bacon flavour. It was sexy, it was cute, it was bacony to boot. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I know you will too. It's gluten, it's nut and dairy free if you do use dairy free milk. So you know what? I am flabbergasted. I do call myself the most vegan non-vegan there is. I do like a bit of bacon and cheese, but
actually, that's alright actually, because it's very basic, very delicious. It could be vegan, so I can make it with full milk. But you can use soy milk, almond milk, any of your actual, if you're vegan, your milk will turn this, and it was delicious. I don't think
whatever milk you use is going to make a difference because it was tasty. Just cook it a little bit longer. But that was our top 9. So I need to have a little moment, I need to have a little wine, and when we come back, I'm going to sum it all up and give you my closing thoughts and statements. And that was my review of Australian mac and cheese. What can I say? It's been emotional. It's been a journey. And it does pain me to advise that America's mac and cheese way better than us here in Australia. Ours is gluggy, ours is flavourless. I love my American mac and cheese. I pledge my allegiance to mac and cheese. I absolutely adore it from the US of A, but never fear. In Australia, if you do want your mac and cheese, get rid of Kraft. Ain't nobody got time for that. We are interested in well and good cheesy mac with smoking bacon flavour. It was delicious. Those of you who may watch my other video, wasn't a fan of the bacon, but this is absolutely delicious. Get to your shops. It's allergen free, it can be dairy free, it's vegan, it is fan-bloody-tastic. Get it, it is sexy, it is cute, and I want it in my shoot. It was so delicious. Well, that has been another amazing exploration of a mac and cheese with me, Abril LaTrene. Stick around for more content. If you did like this, please remember to like and subscribe. And we'll keep bringing out videos until you basically tell us to stop or I just can't be bothered anymore. Until next time, I'm Abril LaTrene. And remember to wipe front to back. Bye.